Dealers are drowning in unsold SUVs. Automakers thought demand would never slow down, so they flooded the market. But now, lots are packed with models that nobody wants. Some are too expensive, some have terrible reliability, and some just can't compete. If you're looking for an SUV, this list might help you find a great deal or warn you about what to avoid. Let's break down the top 14 SUVs that dealers just can't sell. Starting with number 14, Acura MDX Type S. At first glance, the MDX Type S looks like a solid choice. It's got a turbocharged V6, super handling all-wheel drive, and aggressive styling. But there's one problem: buyers aren't interested. Starting at nearly $70,000, it's way too expensive for what it offers. Acura wants to compete with BMW and Mercedes, but most buyers still see it as a fancy Honda. Performance? It's decent, but not exciting. The MDX Type S makes 355 horsepower, but for the same money, you could get a BMW X5 with more power, better tech, and a nicer interior. And resale? Brutal. MDX models lose value fast, and luxury buyers know it. So the MDX Type S is just sitting on dealer lots, waiting for someone to take the bait. Number 13, Mercedes-Benz AMG GLE 63. Mercedes used to be legendary for building cars that lasted a lifetime, but today, not so much. The AMG GLE 63 is a performance SUV, but it comes with big headaches. German cars are insanely expensive to fix, and when something breaks, the repair bill stings. Owners report fuel pump failures, electrical glitches, and oil leaks. Even under warranty, maintenance costs add up fast, and after the warranty expires, you're in for a nightmare. Buyers are looking at BMW and Audi instead. They may not be perfect, but they offer better value. Unless you're a die-hard Mercedes fan, the AMG GLE 63 is a tough sell. Number 12, Range Rover Sport. Luxury, power, off-road ability. On paper, this SUV is perfect. In reality, it's a reliability disaster. The Range Rover Sport starts at $117,900 and climbs past $200,000 for top trims. But if you're spending that much, you expect flawless reliability. And guess what? That's not happening. The 2025 model is already one of the least reliable SUVs on the market. Owners report frequent breakdowns, electrical nightmares, and sky-high repair bills. And depreciation? Brutal. The moment you drive it off the lot, it loses thousands. Buyers know it, and most aren't willing to take the gamble. Of course, some people still love them. The luxury, status, and performance keep loyal fans coming back. But for most buyers, they're walking away. Number 11, GMC Hummer EV. The new GMC Hummer EV is a monster on wheels. 1,000 horsepower, 11,000 pound-feet of torque. Sounds insane, right? It is, but that's not always a good thing. First off, it's massive. This thing weighs over 9,000 pounds, almost as much as a semi-truck cab. Good luck fitting it in a normal parking spot. Then there's the price. The Hummer EV costs $110,000, but the interior feels like a basic GMC Yukon. Cheap materials, uninspired design. At this price, buyers expect more. Charging is another problem. The Hummer EV is wildly inefficient, costs more to charge than other EVs, and has disappointing range. The Rivian R1T is cheaper, faster to charge, and more practical. And because of all this, Hummer EVs are stacking up on dealer lots. Buyers aren't biting. Number 10, Nissan Armada. Big, bold, and built to compete with the Toyota Sequoia and Chevy Tahoe. But the Armada isn't moving. Over 3,151 units are sitting unsold. Dealers have a 167-day supply. That's way too high. Owners report never-ending brake problems, steering vibrations, and electrical failures. The ride feels outdated, and the cabin rattles like a cheap 90s GM truck. And at this price? It's not worth it. The Armada is supposed to be a luxury full-size SUV, but it lacks the polish, quality, and reliability of its competitors. So buyers, They're choosing the Sequoia or Tahoe instead, and the Armada is gathering dust. Number 9. Ford Mustang, gas-powered. The Ford Mustang is an American icon, but sales numbers? They're at an all-time low. In 2024, only 44,003 buyers took one home, making it the worst sales year in the Mustang's 60-year history. Meanwhile, the electric Mustang Mach-E outsold it by over 7,000 units. One big issue? Ford locked the Mustang's ECU, making it nearly impossible to tune. Enthusiasts love modding their Mustangs, but now, unless you buy Ford-approved parts, you're out of luck. Then there's the design. Some love it, some hate it. The giant tablet ruins the classic muscle car feel. And with inflation hitting hard, a two-door sports car isn't a priority for most buyers. Plus, tiny back seats make it impractical. Mustang sales have been falling for years, and unless Ford changes something fast, this trend isn't stopping anytime soon. BMW's luxury EV was supposed to be a game changer. Instead, it's collecting dust on dealer lots. Price is the first issue. The iX M60 starts at nearly $100,000, but buyers aren't willing to pay that much. Instead, they're leasing or skipping it altogether. Used BMW iX models are going for $50,000 to $55,000, meaning a new M60 should realistically be priced around $60,000 to $65,000. But BMW refuses to lower the price, and buyers aren't taking the bait. Then there's the competition. The Tesla Model Y offers better range, better charging infrastructure, and costs half as much. BMW is betting on luxury appeal, but in a market dominated by Tesla and Rivian, that's not enough. And let's not forget BMW's shaky EV history. While they've improved, buyers still don't fully trust BMW's long-term reliability in the EV space. Too expensive, too much competition, BMW's iX M60 just isn't selling. Number 7. Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler is an American off-road icon. So why is it sitting unsold? Price, price, price. Once known as a rugged, affordable off-roader, the modern Wrangler now costs anywhere from $40,000 to nearly $100,000. And reliability? It's only gotten worse. Since Jeep's ownership under Fiat, quality has plummeted. More tech, more problems, more expensive repairs. Then there's the biggest issue. Most Jeep buyers never take their Wranglers off-road. So why are they paying premium prices for off-road features they don't use? When something breaks, repairs are steep. So while Jeep fans love the brand, many buyers are realizing a Toyota 4Runner or Bronco might be a better deal. Number 6. Porsche Cayenne. The Porsche Cayenne was once the ultimate luxury performance SUV. But now, buyers aren't so sure. Prices have skyrocketed, making the Cayenne less accessible to buyers who once saw it as a practical high-performance SUV. The problem? It just doesn't turn heads. Unlike a 911 or a Lamborghini Urus, the Cayenne is just another SUV on the road. Buyers spending six figures want prestige, and many are looking at the Bentley Bentayga instead. Even Porsche fans are trading up rather than settling for the Cayenne. It still drives great, but at this price point, buyers want something flashier, and the Cayenne isn't cutting it. Number 5. Jaguar F-Pace. Jaguar's SUV lineup is a mess. The F-Pace is proof. Jaguar's entire brand feels outdated. They're planning to go fully electric, but right now, their lineup has no clear direction. The F-Pace is riddled with reliability issues. Owners report electrical failures, mechanical problems, and costly repairs. And depreciation? It's one of the worst in its class. The F-Pace loses value way faster than rivals like the Porsche Macan or BMW X3. Luxury buyers expect reliability and refinement. The F-Pace offers neither. That's why it's sitting on lots with a 187-day supply and nearly 2,000 unsold units. Number 4. Audi Q6 e-tron Quattro. Audi had high hopes for this EV. Instead, it's sitting unsold. At over $65,000, it's overpriced for what it offers. In a crowded EV market, nothing about it stands out. Charging is another issue. EV buyers want fast, reliable charging, but Audi still doesn't have a strong charging network, meaning road trips are a hassle compared to Tesla. Then there's reliability. This is a brand new platform, and buyers are hesitant to trust first-gen EVs. No one wants to be Audi's test subject. The numbers don't lie, there's a 33-day supply and over 3,700 unsold units just sitting on lots. Buyers are unconvinced. Number 3. Infiniti QX80. Infinity's full-size luxury SUV is brand new, but dealers can't sell it. The price? Insane. It starts at $84,000 and climbs past $112,000 fully loaded. At that price, buyers expect something amazing. The competition is too strong. The Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, and Mercedes GLS dominate this space. Buyers spending six figures want serious brand prestige, and Infiniti just doesn't have it. Reliability is already in question. The new twin-turbo V6 has 450 horsepower, but some owners have already reported early failures. One buyer's brand new QX80 broke down in 10 days. Fuel economy? Awful. At just 16 miles per gallon in the city, it's a gas guzzler in an era where hybrids and EVs are taking over. With a 33-day supply and thousands sitting unsold, the QX80 is struggling. Number 2. Dodge Durango. Muscle car power in an SUV. Sounds great, right? Not so fast. The base Durango starts at $41,900, but the SRT Hellcat trim? Over $113,000. At that price, buyers start looking at luxury SUVs instead. Mixed reliability doesn't help. Reports of oil leaks and electrical problems have made some buyers hesitate. Performance is its strong point. The V8 options and solid towing capacity make it appealing, but in a world where fuel efficiency matters, the Durango's 21 mpg average is hurting sales. Tough competition from the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, and Jeep Grand Cherokee is making buyers look elsewhere. Number 1. Cadillac Escalade IQ EV. Cadillac's most ambitious EV is also its biggest failure. The price? Absurd. The Escalade IQ starts at $130,000, putting it in supercar territory. Reliability is already a red flag. Owners have reported mystery failures and overheating issues. Since it's a brand new EV, mechanics are struggling to fix it. Parts availability is a nightmare. Some owners have had to wait weeks just to get back on the road. And competition? Brutal. If you're spending six figures, why take a risk on an unproven Escalade IQ when you could get a Mercedes EQS SUV, Tesla Model X, or Rivian R1S? Dealers are drowning in unsold Escalade IQs. Too expensive, too risky, and buyers aren't trusting it. Some SUVs just won't sell no matter how hard dealers try. But don't worry, many hold their value and stay reliable.